Welcome back, everybody, to this week's episode of Inside Me with your host, Nick Racioppi. Let's kick it.
It's a podcast.
Well, here we are, another episode 71, if I've planned this out correctly. And you would think I did because, I'm the one that's in charge of it. But some would say Daddy chill. And I have no chill. I'm recording 7 to 8 episodes a week. I got a lot of ground to cover and not many weeks to do it. So here we are, back to back. You guys are probably like, hey, Nick, you're in the same fucking outfit as you were last week. Psych. I had my Birkenstock being Bulls on last week. So there's a difference for you. Hello, bozo. You should try me, bitch. No, but we're having fun. We're loose. We're trying not to be uptight, and it seems to not be working because Daddy's getting frustrated.
Daddy, chill.
And I can't chill. I'm trying to chill, and sometimes I just can't. I miss stage, man. I miss stage a lot. I haven't been able to do it because my car broke down, and I just miss it. That's all. I know it's a vital part of my personality now, and hit the subscribe button, press the like button on your way out, and if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell for all notifications of videos that I'm posting, which are every week for Inside Me, and I'll sporadically do an interview. With that being said, let's start the show. So, there's something I really want to get into, and it's how smart my kids are. I have a couple of jokes where I call my kids dumb. They're really not, though. They're really not. Kids, and for new parents out there, older parents are going to relate to this. Kids are only as smart as you let them be, right? And what I mean by that is if you are a reader, the kids are going to read as much as you make them. If you're an artist, the kids are only going to draw and paint as much as you give them. Kids are going to be you. A slightly different version of that, but they're going to be you. And they're also going to be a conglomerate of you and your significant other. Man, female, whatever. You get what I'm talking about. My kids aren't dumb. They are in some aspects, but I think my kids are a little bit more street smart, if that's how you want to coin it. Book smart, not so much. But I figured this out. My son isn't allowed to say bad words. Neither is my daughter. Neither of them are allowed to say bad words. And you know the trio, right? Fuck, shit, bitch, shit. That's pretty much it. Fuck, shit, bitch. Maybe ass. They're not allowed to say ass. Fuck, shit, bitch. Fuck, shit, bitch, ass. Okay. Now that we had that out of the way. My son liked one word specifically that he likes to focus on, and he'll let it fly every once in a while when nobody's looking, or apparently in the school right now, it's a big thing that kids are cursing. Now, if you guys haven't gathered already, I'm in the military, I'm active duty, and I wonder why that's happening. You know? It's they're all kids of military service members. We got some potty mouths. We have sailor mouths, if you will. So it's no wonder that kids are cursing in the school of the thing that people are doing. It's not like this isn't something new. I'm going to sneeze. I hope I caught that on the camera. I did an elbow tuck, and I'm going to do one more. Oh, dude. I got rid of COVID, I promise. I just had a nose tickle, and I hope you guys heard what it's like to be like me for a little bit. And by that, I mean breathing. This is me taking a normal breath. You guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? My nose is more discriminatory of air than, Harvard is of their acceptance of students. It's harder to get in my nose than it is Harvard. No, but my son found a way around the shit that I'm speaking of, right? We're chilling at the house, and he goes, I just shitted on myself, and I broke my neck about to whoop this kid. We don't play that. And don't get me wrong, it's a tap on the butt, let him know. Usually there's an escalation to this tap on the butt. And it's not like I'm like winding back. I mean, I'm just like wham, wham. Like a little bit of a, you know what I'm saying? Just a little choppy chop, right? Nothing crazy. Doesn't leave marks. But enough to let him know that that's not good, right? Same thing, like a slap on the hand, makes the noise. You get the point. You stop doing it. With him doing this, right? I ask him why he's saying it. He knows that's a bad word. This is a conversation that we've had numerous times, right? He goes, I'm not saying the word. I'm like, what do you mean you're not saying the word? Say it again. And then he was kind of comprehensive with it, right? He was like, I don't want to, like, this feels like entrapment. I'm not doing it. And I'm like, no, for real. No holds bars. You know what I'm saying? Not going to get in trouble. Say what you're saying. And he keeps saying, shitted. He's like, I'm shitted myself. Or I got to go take a shid. Right? This, I couldn't even fault him for it. This smart motherfucker, dude. He goes, yeah, I spell it with a D, not a T. He created his own word to get around the bad word while still making it sound like the bad word. I couldn't even fault him for it. He's going to be a really good criminal one day. Or, detective or good, whatever he applies himself to. There was a problem set. The word shit, fuck, shit, piss, bitch, ass, those words. He found a way around it, but still getting his point across. You see what I'm saying here? Kids are not dumb, man. And now I have to retract all my statements. Kids are not dumb. Kids are super smart. I didn't think of that when I was a kid. That would have stopped so many arguments about curse words. Because for us, it was a big thing too. I have a little bit of a potty mouth before I even joined the military. And the occupation I chose now only enhanced that, Kids are super smart. So he says, I got to go to the bathroom. I'm going to shit it on myself. This is how funny it is, though. Because, I got to go to the bathroom because I'm about to shit it on myself. He's only using the word shitted for all of it. You shitted your pants? I got to go take a shitted. He's using it in the wrong context, but he's still finding his way around it because he's still figuring out words. He's still figuring out how to build sentences. Okay? That's not what to take away from here. My kid's super smart because he found a way around a word, right? He figured out the puzzle. There was a puzzle. He solved it. I couldn't be so funny because as a comedian, this is just nothing but material, right? He made up a word in order to get the curse word across because I'm pretty sure shid is not in the dictionary anywhere. Not Urban Dictionary, not, Webster's, none of them. And I could be wrong. Comment below if shitted is an actual word. If shit is a word, I'm fucked. God, kids are so funny. Yeah, and now my daughter's trying to follow suit, but she's just accidentally slipping up and saying the words. So I know she's going to be probably an academic. She's not so much street smart as she is athletic and book smart. If you teach her a word, she's going to know that word and she'll use it But my son, man, he's the creative one. He's got the paintbrush and he's chilling, you know? Yeah. Recently started going back to jiu-jitsu too. I had to take a hiatus because I was trying to, look, here's the thing. I'm trying to focus on comedy, and jiu-jitsu has been not as high on my priority list right now. I'm not saying I'm some jiu-jitsu god. I'm not saying that like I'm really good at it, but that's an aspect of my life I enjoy as a hobby, and you guys already know where I stand on this because, I talk about it a little bit with Priscilla when she came on and we did her interview. I think I prefer the coaching role. Jiu-jitsu's been going good. Look, dude, I'm getting choked out. I'm getting tapped out. And that's the thing. Like, jiu-jitsu is just there to kind of humble me, bring me back to zero, and like let me know that like, hey, hard work is what makes you get better, right? And that's why I'm dumping it into comedy and then sprinkling some into jiu-jitsu, and then also pouring the rest of that, everything else that exists goes into my family. You know? You see what I'm saying here? So like 75% family. Yeah, actually I would say 60%. 60% family. Another 25% in comedy. And then like what does that leave me with? 5%? No, 15% into jiu-jitsu. If I'm like splitting it the way I want to. You know? And that's just how life is, man. Not everybody can do everything at once. And my shit's doing it again. All right, well, here we are. We're back at the section. Your favorite section, your favorite segment, shit it yourself. Hey, and now that I've explained that story, you guys have some condensation to it, unless I've done it before, because I'm pre-recording these episodes and I really don't know. So keep your hands together. Keep it going. Yeah. So this week, we have this special video right here.
And I'm gonna let her put you in rehab. I'm sick of your fucking drug addict. I'm fucking tired of your drinking. I'm tired of your cheating. I'm tired of your lying. What the fuck you want me to do?
Suck my dick from
What?
the back.
Okay, so now we have an individual getting into a verbal disagreement with maybe his significant other, maybe his sister, maybe a grandmother or a mother. I don't know. It is a woman on a porch speaking to this man. And at the end of this, after she's listed all the things he may or may not have done, she says, "What do you want me to do?" And this man answers in what I can only assume is the best answer he can come up with on the spot. He's got his hands in his pocket. Probably doesn't really care about this conversation. He's probably just really upset. And he tells her, "Well, you can suck my dick from the back." All right, let's break it down. Sucking dick from the back. So now there's a couple of positions you can do this from, right? That I'm trying to think of like off the top of my head. You have the obvious doggy style, right? Where like you're on all fours and then it's from the back, right? Standing. But then there's the cool one. Lay on your back, hike your knees up, and then you like maybe pull everything down to the middle. So maybe it's not from the back, but it's like under. It's kind of like an oil change, if you will. This man's response, he's not good. He's not in a good spot in life. And after all the things that she's already listed, I'm genuinely concerned for this man because maybe that's the last ditch effort maybe that's exactly what he wants before he plans a self-murder, a suicide, He could be at his lowest point ever. And because of this, all the things that she's listed off that may or may not be true, we don't know. He just wants somebody to do it from the back. He's had it from the front all his life. And now he wants it from the back. Or, hear me out, he's already received it from the back and he knows it's an enjoyable experience and that will rejuvenate his happiness in life is just receiving one of those again from the woman that may or may not be his significant other arguing with him on the porch. There's a ton of things you could do here. And I got to say, I don't think I've ever done that. Like, I've never had that done to me. But I would imagine it's similar to that, like, fellas, you know what I'm talking about. That morning wood stretch where you just kind of like push everything down. You're like, oh, and like your legs start fucking, your legs start shaking and shit because it's just like you're stretching everything out. Feels good. Feels great. Love it. Never not going to love it. It's a great way to, like, it's how I imagine dogs wake up when they stretch and they're just like, oh, yeah, you know? Everything's all fucking, you're loosening everything up for the day. I wouldn't mind waking up to one of those in the morning, something from the back, you know? Something from the back. It's like Amazon, you know? Hey, why don't you check and see if we got that in the back? You know? All right, what do we got next? All right. 2 individuals.
Why the fuck would you do that?
Apparently, one kid did something.
All right, relax. What type of cunt do you think you are?
Whoa, your language. That was it. All right, well, this was submitted. 2 individuals in a hallway. Maybe pre or post fight. But the video starts in a weird, like, there is a lot of silence and staring. Now, I know growing up, pre or post fight, if I was staring at somebody, that means we're either about to bump or we've already bumped and somebody wants more. That's why nobody wants to leave. Right? Like, there's no, you don't stare at somebody to not bump. And by bump, I mean, if you guys aren't from New Jersey, fight. Right? Head up, you know, one-on-one, whatever you want to say. Tussle. Right? Getting a little physical altercation. Right? But the one kid in the camouflage pants that apparently just got back from Iraq, and he is I guess a 17-year-old veteran with the sweatshirt and shit, with the combat boots on. You know, this kid's been hurt. This is an emotional thing. He's fighting because he feels like he has been disrespected as a human, as a person. On a cellular level, this kid has been disrespected. And when the conviction he put behind the word, I'm not gonna say it, but the C word, right? Sunt, right? The conviction he put behind that word, he was trying to get a reaction out of the one kid that kind of looks like a fat Russ. And there's not much to say other than, as the video zooms in, it looks like the kid's already been punched in the face. So maybe that's the reason he's upset. Maybe that's the reason he feels disrespected, and he felt the need to use the word sunt on the way at the end of this video, like towards the end of this video. A lot of people in the hallway ready to watch this thing go down again if it hasn't already. Yeah, but I really do want to say, shout out to the Chesty Puller 12s that are on his feet. You can go to Complex for those. Any shoe connector, Nike outlet. The Barcelona 3s that he's wearing with the bloused boots and everything like that. So, thank you guys for that submission.
Yo, hit a little
Let's go to the
spin,
next video.
Hit a little spin.
Oh, my man's on rollerblades.
Ooh, shit, hey, shit.
He's going backwards.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Oh. All right. Well, this one's unfortunate because the dude's getting gassed up while he's on rollerblades, right? Now, I don't know if you've ever slid your slithery little foot into a rollerblade, but you feel like you could do anything except walk, right? Rollerblades, you could do anything except walk, okay? You can slide, you can go reverse, you can kind of like go sideways, right? Rollerblades are finicky, and if you don't know how to use them properly, you will end up on your ass. I have a funny story about that with my wife. I'm not going to get into the details in which that happened here. Maybe next time we bring her on, we'll do the rollerblade story. But I will say this. You can do everything in them except walk, unless you're on grass. If you're on grass, walk normal. Cool. Heel toe. Do whatever you want to do. Or like a classy broad in a pair of really, really high heels. You kind of just inch your way until you can get to the next patch of concrete or blacktop, and then you're on your merry way. Now, here's the issue. This guy is on a boardwalk, which I'm assuming is Jersey. It looks like Jersey. This looks like a New Jersey boardwalk, possibly in Point Pleasant or somewhere around there, because that's really the only places I know that would have these, because these are like aggressive inline skates. If you guys don't know that, that's like, to me, it looks like they're aggressive inlines. They look like Velos, maybe the Velo 3 or 4s. But if you don't know what those are, they're the ones that like you can grind rails and like do some of the extreme sports on these rollerblades. I used to have a pair of Razors. Yes, I did aggressive inline in high school. It got me absolutely nowhere in the pussy department, but what are you going to do? So now that we've broken this guy's appearance down, not only is he matching, which is fucking sick, he's matched his rollerblades. Dude's looking drippy, right? Peep the fit. They gas him up so hard he starts going backwards. Then he tries doing what I think it was called 50. I think it was 50-50 for us, but it's when you have one heel down and one toe up, right? It's essentially, if you're into skateboarding, it's similar to the manual. I hope you guys weren't watching that. I just made a terrible face. I made the how kids cough face. Tongue out, projectile spit because I'm trying to cough. But either way, you have one toe down, one heel down, and that's how you're riding on two wheels, right? It's a little bit hard. It's a good way. It's a good way to look cool going into a trick or maybe coming out of it, because it's like doing a manual, doing a kickflip, and then landing in that manual if you can land in it, right? I feel bad because they're gassing this dude up so hard, and then as soon as one of his little wheels clips in between one of those boardwalk spaces, my man's goes into the sky and then plummets back down to earth. All I can say is it's slippery when you're dripping. You know? Maybe if you weren't wearing such a great outfit with the matching rollerblades and the matching shirt, you wouldn't have been gassed up to do exactly what you were doing. Now, it looked like you had a drink in your hand. I'm not the police. But I will say this. You fell hard on your back. You looked great doing it. You know, you got to kind of pick yourself up, dust your shit off, and then you just leave the establishment. You don't talk to anybody after that. You just leave. Right? And when people ask, hey, where's that rollerblading guy? You go, oh, he just left. He had to leave because he fell on his back and it looked like he was going to cry. So he left. And that's it. And that's how you solve that issue. So thank you guys for the submissions already. If you haven't heard, submit them to my TikTok, send them to me on a message. I'll see if I can save them and then bring them up on the episode the week after. So do that. And none of this really matters because I'm probably gone out of the state. So I'm just saying it to say it now. If you haven't already, like and subscribe the channel. Well, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, make sure you get all the notifications. And I see you guys too on Spotify. Make sure you follow this on Spotify. Follow it on Apple Podcasts. Do it on everything. You guys know what it is. I need your support. All right? With that being said, I'm going to close the episode out. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Inside Me with your host, Nick Racioppi. Peace.